Mr. Abram. So next is, if I may go to the next one, is SK Engineer. Are you online?
Yes, hi sir, I'm online. This is Darshil Panchal and we are located in Gujarat.
Hi Darshil, welcome. And again, interesting, I went through the video. So can you give a small, let's say 20-30 second speech to everybody that what does SK Engineer does?
Sure, I'll do the same. Actually, we started off with a very small venture. We are a startup company. First of all, I'd like to mention we started with the development of manual briquetting machines. That's actually not in correlation with the plastic waste management, but that's basically why we wanted to develop various manual products. Okay, because all of the people they are seems to be developing all the kinds of techniques and everything which are in correlation with like automation or anything. Basically, we are located in an industrial area, industrial district in Gujarat. That's Valsad Vapi. You might be aware about the same. So there are too many automations over here. Okay, but all of the people they seem to be forgetting about the grassroots point that we are basically a country where more than 65% of the population is still in rural areas. Okay, so our backbone is basically manual thing. Okay, there if you see at a point of view, their income levels are not that much good. Okay, so keeping in mind the automation, okay, they basically cannot afford all those expensive machineries that offer such kind of automations. Now, when I say we are speaking about the waste managers, okay, those people who basically collect all the waste materials from industries, from you can say the kabadi walas, the raddi walas, okay, the rag pickers, basically, those are all the waste managers, and that is a key aspect. Okay, now how they manage the waste is that because of the expensive machines, basically the baling machines. We are talking about the manual baling machine. Okay, now there are various like this hydraulic balers are available into the market. Now they are both expensive. They have to be situated at one point. They increases the over expense. They have to be regularly maintained. That's our point. Okay, they are in no sense economical and not at all owned by all the rec pickers. Okay, so our main point was to employ all these people, all these waste managers, with a tool by which more and more waste can be managed. Okay, because they are also with the space. Yeah.
So for everybody on the call, basically, maybe I help you, Darshil, a little bit is here that plastic densification, as we call, is very important because that helps collect a lot of plastic. At the same time, you can save on transportation costs. So what Darshil and his company has created is basically a tool which can be actually owned by the very human being in the bottom of the pyramid, which is the rag picker. It's a machine which can be handled by him. It's a mobile machine too, and a very interesting model of having a manual baler rather than an automatic baler. So that's a question to you would be that going forward, if this model picks up, are you thinking of upgrading in an Indian context to, this is currently a manual baler. Do you want to upgrade also to hydraulic balers, which we see, not at a very large scale, but even small scale, decentralized hydraulic balers?
No, sir. Basically, our methodology and our ideology is based on the developed mass production. Always have been. That's manual, economical, and sustainable products. Or basically manual briquetting machines. We are working with the central government as well. We have provided a bunch of units in some of the districts in Haryana as well, where we are tackling the parali waste. You might be aware about the Delhi problem that arose quite a few, I guess, a couple of years ago itself, one and a half year ago, where the pollution, because of the pollution, created a nuisance in Delhi because of the burning of quite a huge number of tons of parali waste in Haryana. So we have provided those machines as well there. And right now, what we have realized is that this particular product, the manual baler, it is not only it is not constrained to any organization, non-NGOs or anything. It is basically an auxiliary product, not only situated with the plastic waste management. We are already providing it to various corrugated boxes, baling purposes, to various paper mills, okay, to various for the paper waste management as well as to farmers also. So it is not only concerned with the plastic waste management. It's a huge field. Yeah. So our main aim is to expand it to all the places as far as possible.
Right. And Darshil, of course, you come from an entrepreneurship background and a business family. Is that how did you come across this this sector, and that you wanted to make a small change in it? Of course, at the same time do business. Number one, and number two was, is there a specific design, like a patent or something around it, which you have created as SK engineer?
No. There's no specific design or specific. Basically, I'd like to mention that we were actually in communication with Mr. Arun Murugesh from SaaS Waste Management. Okay, and he gave us this point whether we will be in a position to develop such a kind of a product that can basically help us to manage this plastic waste. Okay, so I took this as an opportunity that obviously we can take care of this thing because just hold on a second. I'm so sorry. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Darshil, we are here.
Yeah, so Arun basically gave this opportunity to us, to be very honest, okay, because we were in talks with him for our manual briquetting machine, and he told that whether it will be possible to bale plastic, and he basically provided a hand baler, okay, that was being termed it as. So we developed a small unit for on the same. We have, I guess, supplied about 4 to 5 units of ours to SaaS Waste Management as well so far. And working along that way, we developed quite a few. We made quite a few changes in that. Okay, and right now the design that we have, it is quite loaded, and it is none of which is available in the market. To be very honest.
Interesting. So thanks, Arun, for giving birth to an idea.
So just very quickly, Kunal, so these kind of equipment, when you were mentioning about grassroots level, especially with decentralized, it is important to look at densification at every source. To be very honest, even in UK, for example, every supermarket will probably have this equipment. So this does exist outside as well, and we just have to tap into these resources. And to be very honest, Darshil has really, leveraged this aspect and sold quite a few units. Very happy about that.
Interesting. So here's another example, audience, collaboration between entrepreneurs and coming up with an interesting thing. Again, just to put it in context, Singapore, for example, every building we live, we have a compactor, but that is expensive machine. We are talking about pressure, electricity, and all that. I think what Darshil, and thanks Arun, what you guys have come across is a very interesting model of manual, which basically doesn't use electricity, and it helps solve the purpose. So thanks, Darshil. I think that was interesting. Maybe we should connect sometime, because some Southeast Asian cities like Cambodia, Laos, and Philippines might be able to use your innovation. Maybe you can take it forward outside India too. We should connect next time about that. So with this, thank you, Darshil. Yeah.